If you are a student in Canada whose program includes co-op, then this video would be very informative for you, because in today's video I'm going to share how you can apply for your co-op step by step, what are the all documents you need to upload, and how you can fill out the IMM 5710 form. So without wasting any further time, let's get started with this video. So the first, you will log in into your GCK account, and from there if you scroll down below you will see an option for apply to come to Canada. From here you have to scroll down and you will select an option for this work permit. It will ask you few questions that you have to answer. What would you like to do in Canada? So you will select work here. How long are you planning to stay? So you can answer accordingly. Majority of the cases it will be more than 6 months. Select the code that matches the one on your passport. So in my case, let's say India. What is your current country? So I'm assuming at the time when you are applying for co-op work permit, you will be in Canada studying in the university or college. Do you have family member who is Canadian citizen or PR? So you can answer according to your situation. You have to enter your date of birth here and then click on next. Are you a lawful permanent resident of US? So answer accordingly. What is your current immigration status? So you will be student, you will have a valid study permit at the time of applying for it. Do you plan to work on campus? So you will select no here, because the main purpose here is to apply for co-op work permit. Even though if you are planning to work on campus, you can just select no, it's fine, and then click on next. Are you a full-time student at post-secondary institute, want to work off campus up to 20 hours per week? So this is talking about the conditions that you already have on your study permit, that you can work up to 20 hours outside of your campus. So you just select no here. Have you recently graduated? So it will be no here as well, because you don't want to apply for post-graduation work permit. And in the third option, is your work an essential part of your studies? For example, co-op or internship program. Here you will select yes and then click on next. Have been told by IRCC that you are approved for PR? So select accordingly. Have you submitted PR application? Select the appropriate option. Do you have a written job offer? So you don't need a written job offer in order to apply for your co-op. So you can just select no, click on next. You'll have to select your marital status. You'll have to select the province where you are planning to work. And then in the end, you will see this option of co-op in Canada. So you will click on continue, click on continue again. Are you accompanying a family member who has a status in Canada? Do you also want to apply for study permit? So I'll just say no, because I already have study permit. When does your status in Canada expire? So here you will select the expiry date or write down your expiry date of study permit and then click on next. Have you had a medical exam performed by IRCC within last 12 months? So let's say if you have it, then you just select yes and continue. Do you want to submit application for family member? We'll select no. Are you giving someone access to your application? So if you are doing it by yourself, just click on no. In the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprints biometrics? We'll select yes, because at the time when you applied for study permit or student visa, you have done it. Are you able to make the digital copy? Yes. And then you can review all the answers, and in the end, if everything looks good, then click on continue. It will give you some information on how many days you have to submit the application once you start it, and what kind of file format you need to upload. So you can read that information on this page, and once you are done, click on continue, and here onwards it will show you what exactly you need. So the first thing that you will need is you will need IMM 5710. I will show you how to fill out this form step by step in few minutes. But let's talk about the supporting documents you need to upload. The first document is co-op letter that you will get from your college. The second is your passport. You can read out the information exactly here what they are asking for. Proof of upfront medical exam. So if your medical exam was performed within last 12 months, then you can just upload the result. Otherwise you will need to book a medical exam and upload the result. If you are not able to get the medical exam result, then you can upload the proof of your medical exam, and then later on you can upload the result as well. And in the last, there will be a digital photo. You can even use the same photo which you used in order to apply for the student visa. You don't need to include any optional documents, but in case if you want, then you can upload a SOP kind of document in Word or PDF which explains which program are you doing, and program has a mandatory co-op, so that's why you are applying for co-op work permit. In the last, it's just saying that there wouldn't be any fees that you need to pay. So in the end, once you are done with uploading all the documents and this form, then you can just submit the application. So now let's look at the form. So as you know, you just have to click on this form. In order to open this form, you will have to download the form on your PC. You just have to right click on it and go to open with and click on Adobe Acrobat. Okay, so this is the form you need to fill. We'll just look at the mandatory fields. I want service in, you can select English or French. I'm applying one or more of the following. Here you will check box on apply for a work permit for the first time or with a new employer. In personal details, you just have to enter the family name, given name based on your passport, and select the gender, date of birth, place of birth, country and citizenship status, current country or territory of residence. So let's say if you are already in Canada, you will select Canada here, and your status will be student, assuming that you are studying somewhere. Previous country or territory of residence. So if you, in the last 5 years, if you have lived in any country more than 6 months, then you have to add that information here. Otherwise you can just say no, and this will be skipped. Your current marital status, have you previously been married or in common law relationships, answer accordingly. Here you will have to enter your native language. In my case it's Gujarati. Are you able to communicate in English or French? So select the appropriate option. Have you taken a test from designated testing agency? So I'll just select yes, because you must have given IELTS at the time of applying for student visa. Here you will enter your passport number, country of issue, expiry and issue date. National identity document is optional. In case if you want to add, then you can just select yes and maybe enter your Aadhaar card number, select country, issue date and expiry date. US PR card, if you are a permanent resident of United States, then select yes, otherwise just select no. Contact information, so here you will provide your current mailing address, so make sure you are giving right address, because this will be the address where you will get a physical paper of your co-op work permit. If your residential address is the same, then just select yes. You will have to enter your telephone number here, your email address here. Coming into Canada, date and place of your original entry to Canada. So you can easily find it in your passport, and here you can write down the airport's name. The original purpose for coming to Canada will be study. Date and place of your most recent entry to Canada. Provide the document number of your most study permit, work permit. If you want, you can write down the document number from your study permit, which will be on the right side, and details of intended work in Canada. What type of work permit are you applying for? So here make sure you are selecting the option for co-op work permit, name of employer and complete address of employer. Here you can just write down the university or college name where you are studying. Here you can just write down co-op employment. Locations in Canada will vary, and in case if you just want to leave number 2 to number 8 blank, then that will be fine as well. Here you will enter the highest level of your post-secondary education, and here you will enter the past 10 years of your employment history. So wherever you are working part time, full time in Canada or even in your home country, you will have to enter the data here. And if you are working somewhere, then you can just leave the to fill blank. If we scroll down below, here will be some background information questions. In majority of the cases the answer will be no, but you can read all of them and answer according to your situation. Do you have any physical mental disorder? No. Have you ever remained beyond the validity of your status? No. Have you been refused a visa or permit, denied entry? So in case if you had any refusal for your visa in the past, you will have to select yes, and here you will enter the details about when you applied for the visa initially and it was rejected on this date, and even you can provide the document number or application number if you want. And in the last, do you consent to be contacted by IRCC? So select the yes option here. Signature of applicant, so here you will just write down your name using the Adobe Acrobat. Just write down your full name, and in the date, mention the date when you are actually filling out this form. You will just click on this validate option and it will generate the barcode here, and once that is done, you can share out this form, and we will go back to this GCQ portal where you have to upload it and upload it here. So that's everything for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.